today I kind of wanted to make a very short video regarding Umamusume because we are getting new legend races very soon. As you can see here, this is going to be a 10 p.m. UTC on July 27th, which is today. So that means that basically in a few hours from now, we will be having the legend races, right? But the thing is that we actually do know every single legend races that we're going to be getting soon. And the reason is because they are the same as the Japanese version. So we actually have all of the information. You can definitely check Game 12, for example. And here they will tell us exactly what they are. So if you go at the bottom here, boop, we had those recently. And now we are getting these. So these are all going to be Sprinter Stakes Legend Race. So this is all going to be on Sprinter Stakes. And we actually do know what kind of... racetrack this is. You can see all of the characters, all of the stats, etc, etc. So the thing to know is that Sprinter Stakes, if you check the race itself, let's open game, we'll go to Game Tour here, we're gonna go to Database, Races, Sprinter Stakes, there it is. So the thing with Sprinter Stakes is that this is a clockwise, which means this is right-handed. Bakshin has to shut up. Okay, sorry about that. So this is right there. This is a right-handed track. It's obviously a sprint, so it's a short race, 1200 meters, which means 1200, that's a multiplicative of 400. So this works with standard distances. It's going to be in autumn. And it's going to be daytime, it's going to be sunny, right? So that means that we already have, it's also Nakayama racetrack, right? So basically, this gives us information that we can use when we make our horse and what kind of passive skills you can actually go for. Passive skills, generally, people don't really go for them because they activate only in certain parameters. But when the parameters are absolutely fixed, because we know exactly what they're going to be and they're not going to change, this is when they're actually very good because they're going to give you like 60 speed and stuff like that. So when you're preparing for the legend races, what you can do is make a deck that will get you the status you need and potentially the skill that you need. And this is what I have done personally. So what I'm aiming for in terms of stats, I'm aiming for 1200 speed, 500 stamina, because stamina is very important. You have to consider that during the URA scenario, you actually get a 400 buff to every single of your stats. So even though you can win the URA finals, you might lose in PvP or just outside of the scenario because you don't get that buffer, basically. So to make sure that you can survive races, you need to make sure that you have enough stamina. Here, I'm going for 500. It might be a little bit overkill. Honestly, you can probably just make do with 400, but I want to be on the safe side just to make sure I don't have any issues. So there we go. Then you want, for sprints, you want a lot of power because you want to be able to reach that peak acceleration, that peak speed as fast as possible, and you need acceleration for that. So I would say something like 900, 800 power is going to be what you want. Guts, you can pretty much ignore it. You're only going to have like around 300 naturally by the end of the URA finals. And then for wheat, I would say trying to aim for a little bit more than what you would do in general, because sprints are shorter races and you want to make sure that you activate as many as your speed skills as you can as fast as possible. So I would aim for 400, 450, even 500, 550 if you want. I've seen some people say 700. The thing with wheat is that it is the value that you get from it drops sharply after 450, 500. So I wouldn't say you absolutely need to go to 700. It's always going to be random. Sometimes you just get unlucky. It is what it is. Don't mold too much because you try to get as much wheat as possible. So now, those stats being said, let's actually talk about the cards and which are going to be good. First of all, what I go for 3 speed, 1 wheat, 1 stamina, and then 1 power. I know it's super random. This is not what you want to do for like if you want to try to build a good like team trial horse and stuff like that. But this is what I do because they give specific skills that I want to bring for the actual legend race. Obviously here we have Special Week. This one is the free to play that you got from the first events. So I like having this one. Her skills are not necessarily the best here. Gourmand is not something you're going to be using for this. You don't really need the stamina skills. But I just use it because it's maxed out. It's free to play. And pretty much if you've been playing the game, everyone's going to have this card. So this is a good option. If you don't have it, just use like Sweep Torso or something. It's going to be perfectly fine. Right? This is basically a stat stick. I've got this Kita-san Black, absolutely powerful card. As everybody knows, you can just borrow this one if you don't have it yourself. Professor of Curvature is gonna be a great skill. There's always gonna be corners and stuff like that, even in the Sprinter Stakes, I'm pretty sure. So you gotta be profiting from Professor of Curvature. It's just an awesome card. Skills that are very, very good also is gonna be like Focus. Focus is gonna be very strong. I think if you have it, you're guaranteed to not get slow starts. And on top of that, you will get a slightly better start in general. Front runner straight away is going to be very good if you're building like, a front runner sprinter. So like you can definitely use this for backshin or something like this. Corner adept is okay. This is the skill that levels up into Professor of Curvature. Straightaway adept is also pretty good. You just get velocity on straights. So all of those skills are those 4 skills are going to be very good for sprinters. And this card is absolutely OP, so definitely go for this if you can. Here I'm using Biko Pegasus. The reason why is because she is good for sprinters. She gives the skill here of Plan X, which it increases your passing ability when positioned toward the front mid-race, which is pretty good. This can be good for pace chasers and stuff like that. She also can give some sprint straightaways from here, which is also great. The rest here, I don't really care. Like this just prepare you for the finish line. Honestly, I just get this if I have extra skill points. That's pretty much going to be it. This is if you're toward the back late race. Honestly, I would not recommend playing late surge or end closer for sprints because the race tends to be too short to actually get to the front as fast toward the end. So that's not a recommendation, but I mean, you can if you feel like it. And this is a debuff that causes panic to people behind you, basically. So this is gonna be this causes a panic for people in front of you when you're in the back. So again, I don't recommend this one because you don't want to be in the back. So yeah, there we go. But like the other skill are pretty good, and overall it's a pretty good card. So yeah. Now, the reason why I'm using Mati Kane Fukukitaru, first of all, it's a pretty good wheat card. I have it like almost max LMB. I couldn't max her out because I don't have enough support points. But she is good because she can get you here in career events right-handed. There's other cards that can give you right-handed, obviously. You can get it from like Fine Motion, for example. That's going to be a big one. Now, the thing is that Fine Motion... my Fine Motion is like level 25 or 30. I think she's level 30. And just a limit break, Matikane is going to be better, basically. So that's why I'm using her. But if you have Fine Motion, you can use Fine Motion for this. I just want to get that right-handed. Obviously, this is an event, so it's random. It might not proc. But I'm putting all the chance on my corner, basically, right? So there you go. The skill that she has itself are not that interesting here. So you don't have to go for that. Now, I'm using her here, and you might be wondering, why am I using a stamina card for my sprinters? The reason why, first of all, I do want to get at 500 stamina, and I don't necessarily have perfect sparks. Like, I don't necessarily have 18 stars stamina spark for my career. And also because she gets firm condition and sunny days. Both of those are going to be useful for the race, as we saw earlier, because the ground is going to be firm and it's going to be a sunny weather. So those two skills that you can get from hints are going to be very good. Now, if you're looking for other characters that have firm condition, I do know that there are a lot of cards that do have it, notably someone like Super Creek, King Halo, she's a sprinter. That's a speed card, so King Halo could be a great card. I don't have her leveled up at all, so that's why I'm not using her. If I had her leveled up, I would definitely use her instead. Meisho Doto has it, but Meisho Doto is a guts card. Not necessarily the best thing. I don't have it leveled up as well. Nishino Flower is a speed card that also has it, so that's an option. Super Quick as well, and then finally Winning Tickets, but that's also a guts card. And generally, all those cards, lower rarities, will have those as well. I do believe Rice Shower, the free SSR card we get, the stamina card, she can also get it from support events. So that's another way to get firm condition. Now for Sunny Days, you can get Sunny Days from other cards, like El Condor Pasa, the power card, the SSR power card if you have it, or even the R card to be fair. I do have the card, but I don't have it leveled up, so at the end of the day, I'm just using cards that are higher level for me. But you have to use your own account. I'm just giving you ideas as to what you can do. And the reason why I'm using her as well is because she literally has both. So instead of taking Firm Condition from like Super Creek and then Sunny Days from, you know, like Meijiro Dober or El Condor Pasa, I'm just using one Saturn Diamond that has both, and I'm just hoping that I get those, right? Now for career events, Iron Wheel is a terrible skill. Isn't Frontrunner is... honestly, it's not that bad. Like, you can take this, you will... Like, if you're playing a Frontrunner or Pace Chaser and you make the other Frontrunner slower, it can be what gives you the edge. I wouldn't, like, count on it too much, but that's definitely an option. Now, finally, for the last card I get, I generally borrow a Augury Cap. The reason why, I think I do have Augury Cap myself, actually. So let me see. I do have Augury Cap, but I don't have it leveled up at all, because it's a recent, I got it recently. But basically, the idea why I do have someone that has it max MLB, so I borrowed it from them. She gets Focus, which is good. Home Stretch Haste is pretty good as well. Acceleration is only for miles, so we don't care about that. Groundwork, some people like that. Basically, this can be kind of good. It increases your acceleration after activating many skills early race. And the reason why this is pretty good for what we're aiming for here is that I think you have to activate 3 skill early race. And basically, if you take 3 passive, they activate at the beginning of the race. So if you have, let's say, Sunny Day, Firm Condition, and Right-Handed, that's 3 skill that will activate at the beginning of the race, and so Groundwork will activate as well and give you extra acceleration so you can reach your top speed as fast as possible. So I kind of like this one for this specific condition. And then the rest, Corner Acceleration is okay, Corner Adept is also pretty good. So there's some decent skills here that you can get from hints. Here, Fierce Feed, this is only mile. You can actually ignore that. This is something you get from the last of her, like events, basically. If you take the top option, but the bottom option, you don't get the skill, but you get 30 energy, which is massive, so this is pretty good. And here, for the Conquering the Crowd, you can get Nakayama Racecourse, I think if you pick the bottom option, which is very cool, because obviously it's a Nakayama racetrack. So that's another green skill that you can get, and it's gonna be giving you some nice stats, right? So yeah, this is pretty good. I think amongst all of those, the one that's probably the least good is probably going to be Sunny Days, because Sunny Day gives you like 60 guts, which is not the best. But Nakayama Racecourse here, this gives you like 60 stamina, which can be good if you're lacking a bit of stamina, if you're not like a bit worried that you might not have what you want. Right-handed, that gives you 60 speed, so right-handed is the most important one that you want to get there, right? So yeah, anyway, standard, let me see, because I do want to cover everything. Standard distance gives you 60 stamina as well, so not the most important. If you had to get one of those passive skills, definitely go for the one that gives you speed. Alright, so that's why this is my deck, and I build them like this, right? Then I try to focus on bonds and all that. I get like decent enough sparks so I can reach at 500, and there you go. Anyway, those are just my quick tips to how to try and reach those breakpoints. You don't have to use the exact same deck as me. This is just to give you an idea as to what you can go for. And yeah, hope this helps. And cheers. I hope you win all your legend races and you get all those star fragments. Cheers, bye bye.